All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is yours truly, Vital, here with the one and only.
Travis T, baby.
And we're here to chat about karma. All right, before we get into the talk about karma, I'm going to hit my man Travis T in the face with a couple rapid fire icebreakers. So we're going to start it off right now. You got a session. It's been a long day. Are you going coffee or are you going with a nice joint?
Definitely joint.
Joint, there you go.
100%.
Easy as that. I'm going coffee for sure. Joint would put me to sleep after that long day. But I would have the joint after the session. Or maybe...
Oh, wait, sorry. Wait, so we're talking...
Before.
Before
the session. Before the session.
I thought you meant after. I was like, you're going to... At the end of your day...
No,
that was a good long day.
It's been a long day in your personal life. You know, the baby's been crying. The fucking... the maid won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
You know?
Regular problems I always have.
Yeah.
Sorry, I would drink a coffee, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant after the whole day.
No,
I was like, I'm smoking a joint, 100%.
Yeah. What is your favorite track on the album?
I gotta say Sick Song.
It's
It's always the one I find myself going back to.
Yeah.
I go back to a lot of them, obviously, but Sick Song is the most consistent one. I think it's just because it's the newest one we recorded. So it's the newest song we kind of fresh in my mind. But yeah, Sick Song, 100%.
Fuck yeah. Band or DJ? Which gave you more goosebumps live?
Band. I gotta say, both were amazing, but the band was like something I've ever experienced. So
Just in general too, not that specific night, but like think about like I guess that night versus like your favorite show with a DJ.
overall, yeah,
Which would it be?
still band.
Still
I think.
band, yeah. I agree. What song from Karma would you play to impress your grandma?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Huddle Up. I don't know exactly why. I just feel like she wouldn't She was a older lady, so I don't think. I think that I'm just thinking overall them, and I just think that would be the one she actually enjoyed the most. I feel like it had the less.
Yeah,
least amount of
most
swear.
grandmas would be older ladies.
Very true. But I think it had the least amount of swears in it, so I think that's she'd be like, "Oh, I like this one. It doesn't have a lot of swears."
Very fair. Yeah, no, I mean it's great. Yeah, it's a really honestly, it's a pretty. Your verse is very uplifting in a very interesting way, and then mine's a story about somebody that I had met when I was working in Portage Place Mall, and this dude was fucked. So it was like pretty interesting, and it was a great conversation. He has a great speaker, so I was able to write a whole fucking song about him. So. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a very cool concept too when you brought it up that you wanted to do that. I remember you weren't too sure about it at first, but
yeah, I still like up until like the song was released, I was still like not too sure about it, but like yeah, even before, like I remember Sonny saying that it was his favorite one too. One of his favorite like verses from me in general, and just in my writing skill, because obviously. Been pretty selfish in my writing, just writing about me, myself, and I. So it was nice to, at that point in time, was the first time I probably wrote through somebody else's perspective. So I think so. Yeah, I can't think of another time before that. And if I did do it, it wasn't good. So so we don't remember it. But next question: craziest thing that almost went wrong on show night, if there is anything that you can think of.
Honestly, I can't even name one thing. That the night
I
when
can't even think
I
of
can
what-
honestly
anything
say
either.
the whole night went so flawlessly in like a divine timing almost type of way, and it was I think
No
that,
pun intended.
no pun intended, but that night was supposed to happen, and if anything bad was gonna happen, then it would have happened, and we would have dealt with it. And honestly, I felt so right and calm going into the night. Yeah, if something did happen, I didn't notice. It wasn't that big that notice, so I don't think anything really went wrong.
Yeah, no, I completely agree as well. I wouldn't. I can't think of one thing.
I'm trying right now to actually think of something that's like almost went wrong or potentially did go wrong, and
I could think of one thing. This actually would have been so bad too. There's one specific time where I was so close to falling. So fucking close, because, you know, I don't know if you've seen me perform. I'm a very agile, move around the stage type kind of character. The band wasn't stopping that. I was going to find my ways. And so with that, there's a lot more equipment on stage now and a lot more different things that you don't have to worry about normally, or didn't have to worry about as our previous performances. We had more space, obviously. So there's a time where I walked right up to the edge and my toe curled over these wires, and I almost just slid right down, and it would. I would have
doing the splits.
I would have. It would have been like. Wouldn't have been just like a fall. It would have looked goofy.
I need help.
Yeah, and then I like somehow like stepped back, and like I kind of like stuttered a little, like I kind of like stumbled a little bit when I stepped back. But I watched the video, and I still kind of like played it off. But we'll run the clip right now. But it could have went really bad. Yeah, that would have been like, especially if I got hurt. Like that's almost like end of the fucking show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you never know. Like, it's not the biggest drop, but
no,
that's funny. I love this question, and I'll help you if you can't think of anything. But if Karma had a mascot, what would it be?
I think it would look like the yin yang symbol. That's all. Whenever I think of Karma now, I just think of the yin yang symbol. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, for very obvious. For very obvious reasons, but I think it would look like a circle, like puck, a circle, and just
it'd look a lot like this. That would be the mascot, just like with legs and hands.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fucking no.
That is a good question though. What do you think?
I don't know. I was thinking like something like a fucking I don't know, something animal in nature that is like just like so serviceable for the things around it. I don't have anything particular in mind, but like that's such a fucking terrible answer.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think of an animal too, but that's like a spider or something, like spiders.
But yeah, no, I think we just fucking throw hands and feet on this guy and call him a fucking mascot. Yep. I think that's what we do. This is a weird question. We got ChatGPT to make us a fucking format for this. Sorry we don't have to put that in if you don't want, but
no, okay.
So these are not my questions, honestly. What's your pre-show ritual in 3 words? That's such a stupid question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Let me think for 1 second. Calm, peaceful, and positive.
Love that. I love that. Those are mine would be honestly would probably be nerves, alcohol, and clutch. It's like the championship game every time, but we always end up with the fucking trophy somehow, and it's like, didn't think we could do it, but we fucking did it, and we did it the best that it could have ever went. And that's just with every show. I always fucking get super, super nervous, and I think for me, at least, if I'm not too nervous, maybe it just means that I don't care. So I don't get that, which is good. Let's get right into the show and just like the recap of the night more specifically. How did it feel to walk out to that crowd? In general, It's an interesting walkout because we didn't like announce ourselves or anything. We just walked out kind of just chilled out with the band. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, and even just walking up the stairs, walking up the stairs felt like you could feel like the excitement rising as you were going up the stairs. I don't know, like I felt like just like a horse with his blinders on, and just like, it felt like almost a high. I don't know how else to explain it, but that's how I remember it. Just felt like, when the hockey team's going out of the dressing room, that's how it kind of like when I picture my head. Us going up the stairs, it kind of looked like a team like filing out of the dressing room, running onto the ice. You know what I mean? Like,
couldn't have said it better myself, man. Yeah, that's exactly it. And it's funny, like coming from like being openers, like a lot of the times, especially back in the day, especially maybe when we were a little bit younger, a little bit more aggressive, we'd be like, everybody up to the front, like right, like first thing when we grab the mic, you know what I mean?
Pointing people out.
Yeah. But like, no, we didn't do that. That's funny. We didn't do any of that. We kind of just walked up, and everybody just like gravitational pull, like there's no stragglers, like everybody just fucking pulled up, and it fucking, I was like holy fuck, like people showed out. We had a really good turnout, especially for a Thursday. And yeah, no, I think like walking out was like super special. Like you said, it was like coming out like to like a fucking really cool fucking game.
Yeah, and the lights are kind of like shining in your face, so you can't exactly see. And yeah, no, it literally, yeah, I don't know, felt like euphoric moment.
What moment hit you the hardest during the set?
I think at the very end of the band set when we were doing Divine Timing and Hot Like That, and just all the music, all the instruments going together, and just like literally just the last solo. I was just like, that just happened. It was and I could kind of calm down after that, because I was like, okay, I just did all the parts right there. So yeah, I think the very like as soon as the last verse for me was done, I was like,
really a sigh of relief, hey?
Yeah.
I love that. Job done, and then I just like sit back, enjoy the fellas, go to fucking
go
town,
crazy on their instruments. Yeah,
that's awesome, man. Yeah, no, I my moment, it was in Huddle Up. Honestly, like the Huddle Up verse into the final hook, that was my favorite moment. I don't know, it was just special, and everyone was just so dialed, and like I think my performance was really strong at that part, and I just remember just feeling like, fucking, this is like, I think it was right there. I was just like, this is like the fucking, we just fucking raised the bar. You know what I mean? I think I felt it like right there. I was like, this is like something else took over, and I was like this is what live rap misses. You know what I mean? And I was like we are really doing something special here tonight, and yeah, I really felt it in that moment. And then also though at the end with the jam, like hard to beat that feeling as well too. Yeah.
Because it's like yes, I remember that as well in Huddle Up, and yes, I agree. I remember that, and I remember Huddle Up was I love Huddle Up, but yeah, the ending of the set felt like a culmination. I've said this multiple times. Felt like a culmination of like months and even years of work. Like considering we recorded, oh my goodness, 2 years ago, and like it was pretty crazy. And also, it's just the beginning too. The project just dropped, so.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how it happened in that way, and yeah, it especially felt like the accumulation of the past year, in general, and like basically taking a year off of music, like publicly, like obviously, like we were still making music, but we weren't in the public face, and like especially me, I was not in the public face at all. You weren't really either though, like at all either. So we really just fucking went ghost on the world, and then to pop out with an album that's a lot different than our previous stuff, and also come out with a fucking live band and perform an even different version of what's an already different version of your different type of music. Like it was just the definition of like taking a risk and just doing what we wanted to do, and like
evolving as an artist,
and evolving and growing.
That's what I think a lot of artists, they kind of get stagnant in doing what they know what people like, and then they kind of get stuck there. And I've seen that even happen to my favorite artists. And yeah, that just hit me right now. Is like that was like an evolution of us as well.
Oh man, you grew so much on that stage right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it right with my own eyes, man, and I was super super proud of you, and it was insane. And it was just like so, yeah, it was so like fucking. It was actually crazy that I didn't realize how many people slept on you until that show, because people were like, "Yo, Travesty got bars." I'm like, "Bro, Travesty always had bars, man." Like, what do you mean? Like, and these songs are 2 years old. Like,
I'm trying to tell people.
like fucking, but yeah. I was really proud of you, and in general, yeah, proud of all the fellas. Everybody did incredible. Yeah, it was incredible. Behind the stories behind the scenes stories, something funny, chaotic, and meaningful. Well, that's fucking good, ChatGPT. Um, what was it like throwing your own event instead of just being a performer?
It was very interesting, and what I think if the one thing, like, I don't know I don't know how to explain it, but I felt so calm going into this, and I just felt ready. And I think if I would have done this like a year and a half ago, I would have been incredibly stressed. I could see how it would have been a very stressful night and very stressful situation, but I think of just how much I've grown over the past little while. Um, I don't know. It just felt like I don't want to say like a normal night. Like, it was still like a very high excitement night, but it wasn't a high stressful night, and that's like yeah. It didn't feel as stressful as I thought it would for my first like big. Not, I don't want to say big show, but like headlining show, I guess. Like, yeah. No, it's I liked. Kind of taking, because whenever we're opening, I feel like not that much responsibility on how the show kind of goes. I'm kind of like, I do care how it goes, but I care mostly just about how we nail our parts.
Yeah.
But for this show too, I wanted to just like make sure like the people that came were having a good time from like the moment they kind of walked through the door to the moment I was like saying bye to them. And so yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. No, I think that's very well put, and I have very similar stance to that. Like, there is shows where I was openers that I definitely still cared about, but it's like you don't care about it like it's your own, obviously, because it's simply not. And so yeah, throwing on our own event, obviously it was in a way too, it was especially compared to a booking, because like when you're being booked for something, obviously the booking agent's expecting something out of you, right? And there are rules to follow in a way, like loosely. But I'm not gonna fucking pull up opening up for fucking Casper TNG with a full ass band and do a jazz set. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not gonna go down. So like fucking, it was really dope to like step. Like, it sounds terrible because I fucking love all the fucking music that I made, and I will always be a rap guy. But it felt really cool taking a step more into this world for sure, and to basically have the creative freedom to do whatever the fuck we wanted to do on that stage, and doing an hour too. We did an hour and 8 minutes, which is insane. And
Instead of just 10 or 15 minutes,
dude, like even
that,
like 20, like 20 is like it's fun as fuck when you're fucking being an opener and you're fucking getting them going, da da da, but you don't connect with that crowd the same way. And yeah, we were able to have a lot more fun and be. I also have another thing that went wrong on the fucking show is that it was Travis's birthday at midnight, and I had something planned to do it, and I just fucking forgot it.
We're just so
mid
excited.
performance. It was.
That's so funny.
I have no excuse.
I forgot it was my birthday
Yeah.
until we literally looked.
Yeah.
I looked at my phone and then it was 11:55, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's my birthday!" Right away.
Yeah, honestly, I think the nerves were involved, and then like what's the word I'm looking for? Like, fucking, I was hyped. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that was, no matter what, it was honestly probably my best birthday I've ever had in my whole life, and I've like truly had some amazing birthdays. I've never really felt like sad on birthdays. Like, just had normal birthdays and had good birthdays, but this was truly easily the best, I think, which is crazy to be able to just like narrow it down like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's it's honestly a good way to put it. Is there anything that you would do different at all regarding the show?
Maybe just do it on a Friday so more people could make it.
Yeah.
But I'm still happy with what we did on a Thursday. But
Yeah.
and that's like
I think it's really cool, actually. You said this. This was Travis D's words, but it's really cool because the people that went had a fucking blast, and then the people that didn't go and couldn't make it or whatnot saw the clips and were like, fuck, and having the craziest FOMO. So then when we do it again, yeah, surprise, we're probably going to do it again. People are going to fucking get super excited. Yeah. Anything else about the show you want to talk about? I mean, I guess thank you to everybody that showed up. Thank you to fucking Aiden, the sound guy. You're fucking incredible. He's an incredible guy just in general, but he was like, the sound was incredible. Thank you to everybody in the band. Fucking Josh on the drums, Ennie on the bass, Parker on the guitar, Nolan on the sax, Jordy on the trumpet, Samson on the keys.
Yeah, their set was crazy too, and
yeah, Jordy was incredible.
I really like the contrast between our two sets. Even though it's literally the exact same band playing, our sets were like so different, but so coded in the same energy as well, which is very interesting. Like,
it works so well, like surprisingly super well.
Yeah.
like way better than I could have ever hoped.
Yeah.
No, I think that we all agree that it was a good little thing between the two of our groups there, and it's funny because it was basically the same people with just different vocalists.
Yeah,
and
so crazy.
but like
And the vibe changed so much, but
Yeah.
it's still the same vibe. I don't know how to explain it, but
yeah, it was nuts. But yeah, no, they were incredible. Yeah, Quake Cobain too. Fucking Terrence Ruiz.
shout out
Fucking
Ruiz.
had a fucking way
Shout out Quake.
different type of night for him, but he fucking was doing his thing in between sets as well. And then of course at the end with our set there too. And in general, yeah, no, side stage.
I was gonna say shout out Side Stage. They did a good job.
Oh, that venue's really fucking good. All right, we're going to move on to talk about the album, Karma, the one and only. What does the project mean to you now that it's out?
Now that the project's out, it kind of feels like the whole time that we were working on it, it was like a baby that was inside the womb. And now that it's out, it's like a baby on the outside of the womb, and I can actually see like the physical form of it. Which it's weird. It's like, I don't know. It's obviously we weren't on like a 9-month time plan there for like, when the baby's gonna come out. So it was more open ended, and now it's just like, yeah, it's just nice to see it actually out, and you can see I can hold my baby, I can show my baby to people, and yeah.
Does that make me your baby daddy?
Yeah. No, I was thinking that it's crazy. We got a baby together.
God damn. No, I totally understand though. It's like 2 years in the making, been a long time. Like, it's crazy. So many different times where like I fell out of love with the project and then back in love with the project. Like, and it's just like crazy to see how it happened. It started off as literally warm up songs, we called them, and then it ended up being like the coolest thing we ever did. So like, it's kind of funny.
Crazy.
It makes you think about stuff too. Is that like when you're the stuff you're overthinking and like thinking is like it, like maybe it's like actually the shit that you can just really do well easily.
Yeah.
Like it's.
And also, I feel like it was. It's like whenever something's supposed to happen, it will happen.
Exactly.
It's like that project could have came out at any point in the last 2 years with only like 6 songs or 4 songs or 8 songs, and no, I feel like, I don't know, timing just felt right, and it's.
It did. No, honestly, it had a lot of Cookout Crew energy too. Straight up, like in my opinion too.
I agree with that.
I think it was a fucking vibe. How did the idea for Karma even start? We just told you, warm up songs. Literally. Yeah, literally just warm up songs, and then we fucking.
I think, oddly enough, My Name Is Earl had like a small role to play.
Oh, yes.
Which is
yes, because Karma, the title track, was the first song we made, actually.
Yeah.
So we moved into a house together. We lived together for a year, and we fucking made a huge chunk of the album during that year. But right when we moved in, we started watching some My Name Is Earl. Just on the couch, just chilling. And then we're like, yo, we should sample this. Like, we're just like...
No, I think we had already 2 songs made. And then I remember we were looking for a sample that would fit into Karma. And then I think if I'm remembering correctly. And then we thought about My Name Is Earl. And then I don't know.
I don't remember, actually. Did we record the vocals with it in there?
No, we recorded the project
after.
and then, then we added it. We were looking for something that would match it, and I think we kind of just had this realization moment of like, My Name Is Earl is like what it has to be.
Yeah. Well, the whole show is about karma.
Karma, yeah.
And Yeah, honestly, My Name is Earl could have just been the cover art.
Yeah.
My Name is Earl is the mascot.
Yeah.
That's the mascot.
Earl, yeah.
Earl,
yeah.
man.
And then you could have his
honestly.
brother too. Is like is a
Yeah,
sidekick.
that is the mascot. Holy fuck! How did we not think of that?
Yeah.
That's right there. My Name is Earl. He's the fucking mascot of the album. I love that. What track tested your patience the most? Ooh, that's a good question. Actually, good job, ChatGPT.
I don't know if any of them necessarily tested my patience. They all kind of were made pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Um,
Nothing really tested my patience at all. Maybe just fucking waiting for the show to come up, type thing. But like that's just like how it is. You fucking make plans in advance and you get giddy before them. But because the premise of them starting off as warm up songs, like we had it down to a pretty simple science, and
they
it
were
just
happening. Yeah.
they're just happening, and there wasn't much pressure behind it. So I don't think any of them really tested our patience. This is a boring answer, but just like shows a
Being
lot
real,
about like the energy of the project is way more fun, way less serious. Like serious topics, like our writing was very serious, but like the creation process of it was so loose,
Smooth,
and we
yeah.
were not on like breathing on each other's necks at all. Like we literally didn't even like help each other at all.
No,
like
or
honestly,
we weren't like, no,
like,
you have to do this
Yeah,
better. You have
no.
to do this better. It was
no,
like,
just
it
let
was
each other
like,
do it. Like
you good with that? Yeah.
yeah, literally. Like every time,
good with
there's
that,
not. I don't
too.
think we ever had. We didn't. It's actually maybe a sign that we maybe should have been. But no, honestly. But I listen it back. Like I mean, people clearly love it. So it's like, yeah, it's I think that's a really special thing about Karma too. I love this question. Which song best shows our chemistry?
Potential, like for some reason I'm leaning towards Oh My Goodness, but I think that's only because we performed it sometimes and the energy when we perform that is like but I'm trying to think of like a performance wise chemistry, which is weird. I want to say Love Letter because they contrast each other so much, but even though they're so the verses contrast each other so much, they also are so similar to each other.
Well, I think that's why that song's such a beautiful part of the album too. Is that it kind of encapsulates that yin yang thing you're talking
Completely
about too.
like,
Is where it's one's very dark, one's very bright, and it's just the different sides of love. Really, really crazy how that happened that way, and we didn't plan it either.
No.
Like, swear to God, we did not even.
no,
plan
we
it.
weren't like,
We
hey,
didn't
this
plan
needs to
it.
be a love song. It was like
It literally just happened, like magically. Like we just heard the beat and we both wrote about love. I wrote
that
about
we were feeling at that
at that
initial
time.
time, and it's
Yeah.
we're both going through our own things positively and negatively, and you can like really feel that in that song, and it's almost like the contrast of us shows the chemistry in a certain. I don't know how to yin yang.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. For me, I'm gonna say Karma. The back and forth. I'll give a hand in that. Want to see my people stat, and then like the kind of just like the. I think like both our vocals really flow off each very well. I kind of do a little bit of a different thing in some parts too, and so do you. And that I'd say that one shows our chemistry off very well as well. But both are great answers, and same with Oh My Goodness as well too. That one definitely shows our rapping strengths. Fucking shows that you could rap your ass off. How did your creative process change compared to your solo work? You recorded it in front of me. That's a big thing.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, Trav never recorded. He always
and Austin would be the one recording it too, which is crazy. He was the engineer for the day.
I was hitting the space bar.
So that would be the main thing, because when I record solo, I'm like literally I'd say 90% of the time alone in my room or was alone or something like that. So it's very interesting. One thing that I always feel when I'm like recording with someone as opposed to myself is I need to like do it quickly, which is kind of weird. Like when I'm with somebody, I'm like, oh, I can't take more than like 5 or 6 takes on this, or 6 or 7 takes. But when I'm by myself, I'll sometimes take like 15, 20 takes. So I think that's like the biggest difference. And I'm also more willing to get, I think, vulnerable when I'm by myself, which is I still get vulnerable on the project sometimes, but yeah, those are the two biggest differences for me.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree. For me, not much changed, to be honest. Like, my creative process was pretty similar to my previous work before Karma. Because I have, yeah, I guess fucking show some love to Travis D. He fucking recorded, besides his verses, I recorded, motherfuckers. But yeah, mixed, mastered, engineered it all. Even made the cover art for it as well, old Travis D. Um, so yeah, no, he fucking you definitely did your thing in that way. And my creative process was basically, as it always is just be fucking dope and let Trav make me sound good. And it kind of happened. So it's pretty dope. I think I took a lot more risks though in that way too, where I felt like because of the fun we were having, I think I was able to take maybe some different like vocal cadences that you maybe haven't heard before from me. Maybe some a little bit more vulnerability as well. Still, there's still more coming, but that like definitely was a step uh, when we were recording the final tracks of this project, like West Wing, for example, has a lot of like me that verse means a lot to me, just because of like for both of us it was like literally days after one of our best friends got locked up, so like and then we recorded it. And then I didn't want it on the project. And then fucking Trav wanted that one too. And no, then the same with Divine Timing and Hot Like That. And then like those, I guess, two songs, really kind of three, were are now like three of my favorites too. I mean, I don't really have a non-favorite now. It's like before, like Huddle Up and Priceless were like two of my non-favorites, and now they're two of my favorites after doing it with the band.
Karma and Priceless for me is that would be mine, and then yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, and it's like
I was just thinking too. It's crazy because like even when we made those last songs like West Wing and Six Song and Divine Time and Hot Like That, it's not like we went into the studio and we were like, hey, let's make the final songs for this project.
No,
we just went into the studio, made those songs, and when I'd listen to the project, I'd immediately listen to those songs afterwards, and it just felt like I was like, oh, these just like fit, and yeah, no, I'm very glad we opened up the roster a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of it, a lot of the recent ones were all recorded at Control Space. Shout out Control Space, Derek and fucking Ruiz, and yeah, we fucking did our things on those, and I'm really happy that I was being a bit narrow-minded before. I was like, no, we kind of already have enough, but like we actually didn't. We like it was good to reopen it up, and it wasn't done until it was done, and then it made sense. Which brings to the next question here is what song means the most to you personally? I was just saying my verse on West Wing. I know that one means a lot to me personally. How about yourself? Also, Weight of the World. Honestly, fucking Weight of the World is definitely the answer for me.
I think personally, potentially, again, I'm going to go back to Love Letter, just because I felt like I was getting some shit off my chest. You can very much hear it in this song. But, yeah, no, either Love Letter or West Wing as well, because West Wing as well, I was also kind of getting... I have another song where I was also getting some of the similar shit off my chest, but this one was on the project, so... For different reasons, yeah. Both of those songs.
Yeah, that other song that you're talking about is so good. And once you guys hear it, I am not on the song, but it is fucking incredible, and that's vulnerability.
How about you? What's your you said West Wing and Weight of the World?
Yeah, Weight of the World as well too. Yeah, I don't need a small town or street name. I just want when people see me out of Dream State. Yeah, definitely just like I feel like it just like it has a nice little balance of like fun, but also like some like real shit mixed in there, where it's just like a touch of that vulnerability that I'll be diving more into. It's just like it reminds me more of like the direction that I'm kind of going. Yeah,
I feel like every song has like a very personal. I have a very personal attachment to each song.
Yeah.
In its own way.
I agree. I agree. It's crazy, actually.
Not one
Like,
song.
dude,
I'm like,
there's
that
not
was
one.
a throwaway the project. For
It's
me,
generally like
and-
straight up 10 fucking sick songs. Like it's actually an album with no skips. It's just crazy. It's actually pretty nuts. I love this one. If Karma was a movie, what would its genre and title be? Well, it'd be called Karma, obviously. It's a stupid fucking thing. But what type of movie would it be? What genre movie?
I feel like whatever genre Catch Me If You Can was with Leonardo DiCaprio, whatever that is.
Literally, like a drama.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
like telling stories of life and stuff like that.
It would be a drama, for sure. There's no denying it. It would be like a drama, though, with some comic relief, I feel.
100%. Yeah. Some
So-
action.
Yeah, a little bit mixed
All
in
over
there
the
as well.
place.
Yeah, it'll be fucking good. Yeah, no, that wraps up the question about the album. But like, yeah, no, just thank you to the people that have supported it. We are gonna be doing a really limited small merchandise run coming in a little bit, but it'll be here when it gets here. and yeah, we. Other than that, we're just like very thankful for the people sharing and that showed out to the show. It's yeah, like this project is way beyond us too, which is crazy. Like it's very divine, honestly, very divine, and it's yeah, it showed last week at the show. Like that showed that, I think, and
To all the people that couldn't make it too, and you sent messages just
Thank
saying
you.
you wish you could have made
Yeah.
it truly means a lot. Like,
yeah,
even if you didn't send messages and you were just like there in spirit or thoughts, I appreciate that very much.
exactly. Yeah, no, we know. Yeah, it's so like honestly, I've just been so overwhelmed with all that, just like both of us, and so thankful for that. And yeah, it's fucking kick ass time. So fucking thank you. Now we're getting into the creative chemistry and fun questions.
Those weren't fun.
Those were fun.
Those were the hard hitters.
What's something you learned about me as an artist through this process?
Well, yeah, like I said, there's tons of things that I learned, but one thing is like when he's feeling a vibe, that's the vibe he's feeling, and that's the direction he's gonna go, which is a very that's a very good trait to have for a person. Yeah, no, that's I honestly learned so much. It's hard to put that.
Yeah.
That's like potentially one of the better questions that ChatGPT 3 has.
I knew that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one thing that I learned about you is just your adaptability over different stuff that was outside of your comfort zone at the time. That has now become your strengths. It's really cool just to see it throughout the whole creation of this project. Just in general, I think what I've learned about you as well is just like I've always known, but just seeing it in action is how many hats that you wear, and seeing you execute every single one of them correctly.
I appreciate
yeah,
that.
well, it's pretty nuts. Like it's generally insane. Like there's very few things this guy can't do, so it's pretty cool. And then tie in with the show and then your live performance, where I think maybe because in the past you were my hype man, I think maybe forgot that you fucking rap, bro. And like so like you love that, like literally just like
I appreciate that.
learned a lot from you. And then also prior to the show learned a lot about your patience and about just like your understanding of like it's going to be what it's going to be, and everything is happening for a reason. And it's like I had a lot of this that I thought that I knew, but you helped those wires connect again. And it was really necessary.
Yeah, no.
So yeah.
No, I appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
That's a really good question there. That one had me thinking, and man, like I said, there's straight up so much I learned about you. It's hard to even put it into words. And like
it was a long like it's not like we recorded the thing in 2 weeks. Like we fucking recorded over several years. So it's
like I already knew before we started the project.
That's the thing.
You have very much. I knew you're a persistent guy. But no, when Austin has his mindset on certain things, and he sticks to it and he believes in what he's fighting for, and that so yeah, that's something. I already knew it before we started the project, but the project just reinforced that as well. So
Yeah.
and it's like for me sometimes I don't really have a vision. Like he said, I'm kind of just go with the flow, but like Austin normally has a vision and he pursues that vision fairly, like quick in a attentive way. Where sometimes I'm just like, oh, wherever the wind blows me, the wind will blow. But it's interesting.
Yeah, no, I think as that balance worked. First off, thank you, but I think that balance between like our differences really suit each other a lot of times, and yeah, it's fucking crazy. This is a one that we already kind of touched on, but what's one track that almost didn't make the album but became essential? Divine Timing and Hot Like That. Yeah, essentially like the outro to the album with the beat switch in the middle, most hypest moment at the show. Yeah, that almost didn't happen. Like because of me, not because of Trav, because of me, fully because of me.
We recorded like 2 separate songs. I think 2 separate days. I don't even think they were on the same day.
I think they were back-to-back days.
Back-to-back days,
but not on the same days. Yeah.
Yeah, and then pretty much they were kind of just sitting in the folder, and I was listening. I remember I was listening to one, same thing I was just saying. I would listen to one, and then I'd start the next one right over, and I was like, it just sounded too good, and I was like, I was vibing with it. I was loving it. And then I kind of brought up the idea to Austin. I was like, what do you think about putting these 2 songs on the track list? And then I originally was talking about them being 2 separate songs. That was like my original idea. And then Austin was just like not down with it, and he was just like, just not down with it at all. And then I kind of said, I was like, I'm down with them. So we're at a railroad crossing where it's like one of us are down with it and one of us weren't. And then I believe it was Austin who said, well, what if we potentially combine the songs into
that was my idea.
It was my idea to have the 2 songs on the project as 2 different songs.
Yeah. But the beat switch thing was mine. I thought that was your idea.
I don't know.
It's all fucking a blur.
We were in the moment just figuring it out. I just knew I wanted. I was like, these songs.
Maybe
fit the project
exactly. I think it was just us like being like honestly communicating like mature gentlemen and like figuring out a resolution.
Let's find a compromise where we're both agreeing with the situation.
Exactly, and all it took was a beat change, and it's literally just taking the 2 songs and combining them.
Because I initially was pitching it as 2 different songs on the project, and I do believe it was you who was like, we should beat switch and stuff, but I just knew I wanted the songs on the project. That was my initial like.
Yeah, well, this is the first project I've ever been a part of. I am working on a solo Vital album too that will come in the future, but for the meantime, this is like my baby, you know. And it was just like I always wanted one of those songs where you have like 2 songs with the slash. I always just like, man, that's so cool. I know there's a few other fellas that did that same thing.
It works so well too.
Yeah, and it works well, and especially in our case. Honestly, better than the songs.
And I do actually like
better than the songs that I got inspired by growing up listening to. Like genuinely, we did it like fucking really well.
And I do like how there's like the actual story of the compromise there, where we're like, hey, we gotta figure out how to get this on the project.
No, like that's generally what it was.
Let's just slap these 2 songs together.
No, not at all. It was,
neither of these 2 songs are long enough. We have to put them together. It literally wasn't that. It was like
like during like 90% of the creation process, we had no issues at all. It's just when it started to kind of become a project, when there was a few very minor disagreements, but then we just talked like fucking grown-ass men and fucking figured it out. And I think that's like honestly like shows a lot about our character too. And like I think a lot of it, of the vibe of the project too, is like maybe if we were making the fucking crazy like maybe 5 years ago, the type of music we're making, you know what I mean, we'd be like, fuck nobody, I want to fucking have that song on, like fuck, like we maybe would have been arguing a little bit different, you know what I mean? But we like actually got down to business and put our pride to the side. I put my pride to the side because that's maybe a lot where it comes from, his ego as well. And I was like, you know what, Trav's onto something here, let's fucking see where he's out, and we got that figured out. What would a Karma 2 sound like 5 years from now?
Crazy.
It's funny that I said 5 years too. Like we can't do it 2 years from now. We have to do 5 years.
I do want to say it would
5 years, we'd be in our 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I'm with it. I'm with Karma too. I don't know if it like Karma. I don't know if it would be a Karma 2 or like a different like kind of spiritual thing like Karma. I don't know. That's what I was kind of mulling the idea. But I think it would still I do believe it would still revolve around jazz kind of aspects to it. I don't know. I couldn't see us doing like a rock album or something.
No, it's
I think that like the group, like the collab type of stuff like that is like a very like jazzy type feel. I think it would just be a leveled up. Maybe it would be with a live band at the studio recording. You know what I mean? Like right from the bottom. I think that's probably that would be close to what I'm thinking. Like
Yep. I don't disagree. I think it would be probably recorded with a live band. I think it would basically, yeah, it'd be fucking exactly what you heard at the show, but even better and more mature and more growth and more life experience and just, yeah, I would love to listen to that album right now because it would probably hit and it would probably sound incredible. Yeah, no, I genuinely just think that we're literally just still growing so much. It's pretty crazy to say that, but I do think that as we approach our 30s, we're still just sharpening the pen. And like I know fucking this is definitely some of best of Trav's writing on this project, and he's gotten so much better, and I like to believe that I have as well.
100%.
And I think we're both like it's not done here. It's like we're if anything like it's just we're now so motivated from the reception that it's got me fired up. I know it's got you fired up too, Travesty. So.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a fucking cool ass question though, and like if you know me and Trav, I don't think we're
not
done.
going backwards.
I don't think we're done making music together. No. Like whether we like to or not, I think there will be another project at some point. If our friendship had a soundtrack outside of this album. What's track 1? What's track 1? What's track 1? What the fuck does it mean by that? Track 1, a friendship album? I don't know, because track 1 it would just be like business. Because we weren't even friends. He was literally just a guy that ran a studio, and I was a customer. So
I'm trying to think of one.
Yeah, track 1, Custy.
My milkshake's bringing on the boys to the yard. My milkshake was mixing skills.
Yeah.
It was the studio.
Yeah, there you go. Here's the studio. He's banging the carrot. God damn. That's funny as hell. That is a funny question, but yeah, we're not going to answer that really. If we could perform the album anywhere in the world, where's the venue?
Crazy.
Holy fuck, the moon, man.
Yeah,
straight up, like fucking right on top of that moon, bro. But genuinely, like, it felt right doing it at Side Stage, which sounds so silly. Like, I love Side Stage, but like they're a brand new venue, like they're a year old. The legacy score is not there quite yet. But yeah, I still think it was the perfect place to debut it.
Perfect place, yeah.
Like honestly, and it sounds so funny, but yeah, like I
For me, it's gonna be Canada Life Center.
Yeah,
I could see that sounding good in there.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna.
That would be fucking sick, bro. I'm gonna one up you. Actually, I'm gonna go to the fucking football stadium, buddy. Investors Group Field, buddy.
Actually, that's better. Yeah,
that's the one. We're fucking not arena artists. We're stadium artists, baby. Yeah. Stadiums. No, we're not yet, but maybe one day. Yeah. What's the weirdest inspiration that hit you mid-record and doesn't have to be for?
For me, for Huddle Up, when I say taking laps around the sun. I remember Austin had literally just said something about someone's birthday, and he's just like, "Yep, just taking laps around the sun." I was just thinking of my first bar for the verse, and I was like, "Taking laps around the sun," and then that's
tough.
That was a weird inspiration for me, for sure.
Yeah, I love those fucking like cakes and candles, my dog. Like, fucking take another lap around the sun. Mm-hmm. That's fucking awesome. I did not know that. That's funny. What's your biggest takeaway from this whole process, musically and personally?
I would say musically, don't overthink things too much. Like, obviously care about what you're doing, but also don't get too lost in the thought of overthinking stuff. Just, like, get stuff out into the world. And personally as well is keep on working on things, even if it takes 1 or 2 years to get out. And that's, I guess, now I'm even realizing like 2 years is a small amount of time to be working on something. Good things take time is something I've learned from a personal standpoint as well.
At the time of album recording, I think one thing that I learned a lot was letting the beat breathe more. Sometimes less is more. Using different tones to emphasize different moments. I think I learned a lot more about just maybe my direction sonically, which was great at the time. I'm still rapping my ass off, but I'm not just rapping my ass off, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And personally, learned a lot. I learned to care a lot, and then sometimes I don't care enough, and then I learned that I learned how honestly, just the whole journey of what maybe an artist really is. And it took having a body of work for sure, and being somebody that was just a singles artist for several years. I think it was a lot more of even if it's unintentional, it's chasing a trend. It's a lot. You're stunning your own growth because you see in real time as you're releasing these singles what people want to hear. You see the numbers, and especially if you start to see success, then you think that's you kind of box yourself into a corner. And I think I was starting to do that, whether I realized it or not, is that I was making more for what I think people were like rather than what I liked. And this project is where I said, fuck all that. And we said, fuck all that. Let's fucking make what we like. And I definitely took a step into true artistry, into peeling back that layer of not caring about what people think and doing it unapologetically me. And it's only grown since the creation of this album as well, which is really cool, and seeing that happen. And yeah, it's got me really excited for the future of my music, and the future of Trav's music, and the future of our music together. But yeah, personally, I'm just really pumped to be a motherfucking artist, and maybe not, take that ego out of the equation a little bit. It was a fun time, but
Well, you see a lot of those kind of videos on YouTube or Instagram Reels, and it's if you want to be successful, you have to release singles. No one cares about an album anymore. This and this and that, and it's you almost have to remove yourself from being I don't know how to describe it, but you don't have to chase music just to be a successful Instagram artist or something like that, or a thriving TikTok artist. It's music is an expression of art, an expression of your life, and it's almost I'm starting to think of it as a leaving a legacy type situation. It's I want people to look back at my music and hear a story from what I tell all my kids to go on to my music when I'm older, and they're this is my father. All my grandkids to go into my music when when I'm gone, and then be this is my grandfather. And I'm really starting to think of it like that as well.
100%, man. Very well said. And that's I know at times for me personally it was almost at the opposite of that, where I was just so caught up in the now. Because I don't want to speak for you, but I figured we had a lot of buzz, we had a lot of things popping off unexpectedly, so out of nowhere, and then you let it get to your noggin, so you gotta lose all your jargon. That's such a crazy thing. That literally answers the next question that it asks, which is, how did karma change you as an artist? But we already literally just touched on it right there, and it definitely changed a lot. Honestly, taking a step out of the spotlight obviously affected that too. But it was so healthy.
It really made me think about every bar I was saying. I didn't want any throwaway bars where I was just kind of saying nonsense, or putting a filler bar here or there. I was I really want to mean every bar that I'm saying.
Yeah.
Which was a big thing for me. That sounds stupid even saying that now. I was why was I even saying bars that I didn't even mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was just a learning artist, just
yeah,
figuring the notes and everything like that. But Yeah, no.
Cause it's like, oh, this is just a single. We just
Sounds
gotta get
cool
it
or
out.
something
Yeah,
like that,
exactly.
yeah.
And it's like, no, now like when you look at something about making a project, like you said, it has a lot more legacy score in it. Yeah, we fucking upped our legacy score in this fucking time.
Sorry, I gotta
Yeah, do your thing, bro. What's next for Travis T? I know that we just dropped the album, and obviously right now is full Karma season. But after Karma season, what's next for Travis T?
I really want to start making more experimental stuff in the sense of singing again. I want to get back more into singing, specifically in the psychedelic pop kind of vibe. I want to do some psychedelic pop type stuff, very vibey. But what's next beyond that in a more general sense is just very much focusing on the project, but also just finding inner peace. That's the one thing I'm very much focused on personally at the moment. That is so that's what's next for Travis T is psychedelic pop and peace. It's two things right there.
Yeah, those are two pretty cool fucking things, honestly. Really excited to hear that. Next for Vital is after the Karma season, which really never ends, but at the same time, like, it's definitely the focus. I'm currently recording for the first Vital album outside of the collab album Karma. Not psychedelic pop per se, but definitely a step towards a different sound. Yeah, it ain't psychedelic pop, but it's fucking definitely more vulnerable, more bare bones, more instrumentation as well. And I'm still in the creation, so that may all change. So, but that's kind of the vibe. But yeah, just to kind of wrap it up, we're very, very grateful for everybody. Let us know if you want us to fucking do more stuff like this, where we just do more long form content. I think we're gonna do it regardless of what you say, but
even if you say don't do it, we're still gonna do it.
Yeah, for y'all that remember the Revitalized podcast, that had its day, and we're definitely going to see more in the future. You will see. But
yeah, I just want to say one quick thank you to every single. Throughout the whole weekend, so many people reached out to me. I could not reach back to everyone, and truly, I felt. I just want to say, so filled with love, and I very much appreciate it all around. Yeah, no, you guys make me feel like a special human being, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Aw. You're welcome, Travis T. That's for the people. Yeah. Other than that, we appreciate you guys watching as well. If you haven't already, check out the album Karma. It's fantastic. Listen to it from start till finish in order. And let us know how it makes you feel, honestly. I'm sure that you won't fucking hate yourself after it. So that's not a good thing
I hope
to
not.
say. That's not a good thing to say at all. Either way, okay, thank you for listening. I'm Vital. That's Travis D. Goodbye.
Peace.